What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Going through and finishing up on the old Trickster here today. What you're saying? Else I need to pick up. I'm in Act 8, so I did do a little bit last night, but I didn't do a ton. Put Purity of Elements there. I threw in a cast while damage taken Molten Shell, hoping that helps the survivability a little bit. I'm getting one-tapped mostly, so I'm not sure how much that's really going to help. Do we have a... Oh, we do have a Chaos Orb Lantern here. Oh, nice. Get a few chaos out of the deal anyway. Well, so much for my Molten Shell, huh? Good lord. Let's do a full clear here since we got the Chaos Lantern. I'm thinking for this league, I mean, I don't plan on leveling any more characters. Let's see, I need to go to the concourse. But if I was, I think I would have maybe a slightly different strategy and go with a little more survivability, because it's been really, really brutal doing all the death runs. Guess I shouldn't even bother. It's only a few chaos. It's not like the tumblers are gonna be... Oh shit, I equipped the wrong support. I'll change it when I go back to town. I'm gonna try to struggle through the rest of the campaign here, though, without doing any major changes. And I don't think that there was another way over here, but maybe there was. Yep, like there was. Oh, that's the wrong exit. Let's see. For more decks. What do we have here? It's Evasion Mastery. I think let's take this jewel socket. I believe I have another dex jewel I can throw in. It was up that way. There's a couple of little zigs and zags I missed here. The lantern is brutal. It's crazy too. I started so smooth. Like I had the opposite problem on this one of my chieftain. My chieftain had a rough start, and then it got really, really smoothed out and felt super good. This one had a really smooth start, and then as we're climbing, it feels worse and worse. But should be able to get through it in a fairly decent, timely manner, hopefully. I get off-screened a lot. Instead of me off-screening the bads, they're off-screening me. Like a stray projectile will roll in and just one-tap me. Not where I want it. It's down here. Find the waypoint here. Get that gem fixed. Yes. I grabbed the wrong cast win. Damage taken. The one. I saw that 11% quality and just yoinked it thinking it was something a little bit better. Now we got the meat sacks again. There we go. It saved me that time. Hey, some Mike Tyson, Jake Pauls today. Will the world be made right and have Jake get knocked out by old man Tyson? I mean, 60 years old or not, I would not want Mike Tyson punching me in the face. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I would love to be able to blast this, though, and then get set up. I had a real travesty happen last night. I found a apothecary card out of a stacked deck, and I completely blew it on bad RNG with crafting. I tried to do a kind of a god roll scepter for my chieftain, and I lost the last roll, basically. Your last roll, when you're crafting a scepter on a chieftain, you've got a 75% chance of having a positive affix added, with out of those, a 50-50 of it being the absolute god roll one that you want, and then a 25% chance of completely bricking the item, and I got the 25%. And that's just, it's my first really, really super expensive craft I ever did. And having it fail was quite demotivating. Ugh, wrong way. I was thinking, please be the right way. Down. Oh. Yeah. I always get lost in that little prison area. We should be getting kind of close. All right. See how many deaths we have here on this one. There's one. Almost got him too. All right. Alrighty, we got another point to put in here. Oh, I wanted to fill that gem up too. Let me see. Pretty sure that one would work. It's not Dex, but that is it's a bunch more flat damage. Frenzy charges. Not sure where else we really want to go. I mean, we got plenty more Dex nodes to pick up. We can just yoink Dex.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
And right into another boss. You get the double whammy on this one. Yeah, this one's going to be chain dying here. Wow, man, so close. There we go.
Solaris, Lunaris.
And off to Act 9 we go. What's going on, SciTech? How you doing, man? Did you see my crafting travesty last night? I was just talking about it. My crying and crying. It was a valuable lesson learned on the risks you take with high-end crafting. Oh, I found, I took all my stacked decks, which I had about 400 saved up. I bought another, like, 400 and cracked them all open, and I got an apothecary. So I sold the apothecary, and instead of doing the smart thing and saving the divines with the intention of decking out this character, instead I decided I was gonna try to craft a God Roll Scepter for my chieftain, and it bricked on the last roll. The last roll on a chieftain scepter, you're going for the... well, there's new ways to do it now, which I need to look into. But with the current system, or the older system, I guess I should say, like the crafting system that like Pox and Tuna and a bunch of the bigger names recommend, the final roll, you're trying to get +1 all fire spell skills, but there's a 25% chance that instead of getting it, you will brick it. And I hit the 25% and completely bricked it after dumping all of the divines I had. So basically, I ended up spending a total of 34 divines on a scepter that's only worth 40 anyway, and having it brick at the end. So I threw all that away, all 34 divines away. Oh man, I was just crying like you would not believe.
Dark Ember.
That's just my first ever major
Take care.
really expensive, or more expensive. I know that's low compared to what some people craft, but it's my first somewhat expensive divine craft. Shit. Oh no. I just screwed my entire... God dang it. I went through all the work and set up my my spreadsheet so that it would work in a script. In fact, let me get to safety here and try to get back to where we were. And I accidentally just hit the refresh button that started the progress over. So instead of just looking at a spreadsheet like I normally do, I tried to do this on-screen thing that I could see as I'm going without looking off the screen. And I just bricked it too. God dang it, I'm bricking everything. See if I can get this thing caught back up. But yeah, man, that was a sad night because I was so excited to get that going. I rolled the... Like, it's not the most expensive thing to do, but one of the most tedious things to do is just to roll all spell skills with alterations. Like, on average, if you look at Craft of Exile, it takes like 2,000 alteration rolls. Well, I hit it in like 600. So I got lucky. And then I started with a fractured... Well, I can show you what I started with. I started with that. I used alts until I got all spell skills. And anyway, everything was perfect with it. And then it all went to shit. Almost there. Give me a second. I gotta click through every step in the stupid thing here. Yeah, I was going for +1 fire and +1 all. And, God, man, it was just such a bummer. The final craft, you do, the final craft... You do Harvest Craft to remove a random and add a fire skill. Yeah, I got the hard roll and I missed the easy roll. I mean, it's a 25% chance of failure. And of the 75% chance of success, there's no bad roll, but it's a 50-50 that you get the God roll. So no matter what, if I would have just got past that 25%, I'd have been good. And instead of getting the +1 fire... Not only did I lose the 50-50 roll, as I didn't get the +1 fire, I also, the random removal, which is the 25% chance, popped. So not only did I not get the +1 fire, but I removed the all spell skills, and I did that twice. Because I did save it. I created an imprint. And, you know, just by saving it and... Or just by imprinting it. And, oh man, this is going to be a rough... some rough mods in here, I think. But yeah, just by imprinting it and then re-rolling it again, you know, I had the opportunity to roll it again because I did imprint it. But just because I did that, no, that's the more expensive way. That's how you do the starter staff, basically. Which I've already got one of those. But for the end game one, that's +1/+1, you have to start with all spell skills, not all fire. Because all fire is easier to get. But now, I don't know how that, the thing out of town, with combining the items, I don't know, I'm not familiar with all that, but I guess... That is the way to do it, right? If everything would have rolled absolutely perfect, I would have spent like 18 Divine and had a 40 Divine Scepter. But, of course, I had to re-roll it with the imprint, so that jacked the price up. Besides the cost of the imprint itself, when you just the act of re-rolling it, you have to put 3 divine back into it, just from the actually 5 divine, because you have to do the 2 divine craft twice.
Good doggy.
The recombination seems like the shit. And you know, one thing I noticed afterwards when I was crying and I wanted to look at the value of what I lost out on, and I started looking, all of the high-end scepters, there was 5 god rolls last night that were on the trade site. All 5 were from the same person, and like 3 of the 5 were done with a non-fractured base. So obviously dude knows what he's doing, you know? He knows the recipe or the trick or whatever. Man, so much damage here from these lantern mobs. It's like you're just running to try to get to your objective. Oh my god. I'm right there at the goddamn door. No, not for the twink build. I'm using Hollow Palm,
Just need a moment to catch
so
my
you can't equip a weapon or anything. Normally, this is like crazy, crazy stupid, but the problem is the lantern mods, or the lantern mobs, do so much damage. Like, anytime I do something that's not associated with the lantern, I just face roll right through it, just wreck everything. But the lantern mobs are so tough, they're one-shot me like crazy. Oh, it's all the time, practically. It's nearly every map. It's so weird, too. Like I said, I had the opposite start. Like, the build was super, super powerful early. And then, although, I mean, the power is still there. I'm hitting like a truck, but I can't survive anything. Oh, shit, that's not the right... Oh, that is the right one. Yeah, I mean, look at my boss damage. It's ridiculous. Now, the boss here, of course, is probably going to one-tap me a few times. Just because that's what they do. But, yeah, the amount of damage I'm putting out is great. It's just I can't survive anything. Like the ultimate glass cannon. With the lantern stuff in the mix. And, you know, there's a little bit more XP opportunities. But I personally would trade the old experience right now. Like, anything I do, anything that's not affected by the lantern, I just completely annihilate it.
Bugle!
But I'll get there. I'll get there. Just got to
Once
jump
more
through the
to
hoops, you
bugle,
know.
sun and moon.
The dying, it's, you know, it hurts your
You
pride,
have
but,
offered us-
you know, at this
Goodbye.
point in the game, there's no death penalty.
I'd thank the
So it
gods.
doesn't really matter other than
You found
hurting
them.
my pride,
No
you know?
easy feat, I know. Bring me back something nice, huh?
All right, I never put that in either. I should have went with more survivability instead of more damage. Or no, I did put it in. Wonder what this one is from. Did I put the wrong one in? That one's armor. Did I remove one by accident? Move one. I'm not sure. It looks like I got another usable. More flat damage and some life. That cold damage is or the cold damage with sword attacks, of course, is not giving me any benefit, but all right.
Still breathing, eh? Don't do anything I would.
You know, the difference is when the original Necro League was here, we could move the things around to our benefit. So if it was a super hard you know, a super hard mob pack or whatever, we could move that down. And like when the regular Necro League was running, I had no issues at all.
Nightmare, my sister. Life will go on.
But now it's just flat brutal. I was going to go run the next lab, but I'm going to have to respec anyway, so I didn't bother with it. As I don't really think it's going to benefit me a whole lot. Getting a bonus to your evasion rating when your evasion rating is really terrible. You know, it just doesn't do much for you. I mean, we're at Act 9. I should be able to limp through it here. Yeah, the power siphon, what, it's got 3 meters or whatever, you have to be 3 meters away. I haven't actually played it yet, but I've done other mine builds before. I want to try that Ice Storm build. I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to, since I blew so much last night, I've only got about, well, I've got a lot of stuff up for sale right now, some high-end items for sale. And I'm storing some stuff that could sell instantly. Like, I've got 6 of those, man, I got to turn the volume down, huh? Get somewhere safe here. I've got 7 of those, I think the music volume was actually fine. I've got 7 of those white, Life Force. No, did I already put it back? I already put it back. That's alright, I'll grab it when we get back. Ooh, how did I not get that crafting recipe before? I've got 7 of those Life Force that sell for like a few hundred chaos, and I've got 7 of them. So I mean, I shouldn't have a problem getting a starter set on this guy once we get through the campaign. Is it tough to see anything? I mean, that's kind of awesome too, you know. Like blowing up the screen. It's supposed to be a super powerful build. It's like one of the meta builds. Trying to get to that stupid shrine to maybe live. No. There'll be no living here. I'll try the ice build. I'll try like a low budget starter set of that and see run from these guys. Screw it. Clearly I came the wrong way. Go over here further. Down here, maybe? Where you at? Looking for that little bottled storm thingy. Or the storm blade. God, man, shit hits so goddamn hard. This is absurd. This is going to be one of these chain death runs. Just ask, man. Don't ask to ask ever. Just ask. Here we go. I'm not going to die 17 times before I can click this stupid event. Try to clear all this trash here. See, and then we get like an event like this where it's not influenced by the lantern. And just slap through it all. Foothills. Yeah, I just did a video on it. Take a flame aura or some AoE defense, stack a bunch of crit damage on it, and take all of the power off of it so it doesn't kill anything, and just let it run on a map like Molten Citadel. I just did a video on it like a week or two ago. Let it run on Molten Citadel and just let it run. You know, it never ends. You can walk away, go make a sandwich. And you got a low damage defense that's just critting over and over and over and over again. That's AoE. Don't use a single target power. Well, I mean, I did it on Chaos 10, but you should do it whatever you're comfortable with. You don't want to overpower the enemies. Shoot, did I just go to the right place? Yeah, we're at the right. Or no, we're not. We need to go to the foothills. It's gonna be way up there. Yeah, you don't want it doing damage. You just want it critting. So you don't want the enemies to die. You want the enemies to live and get crit over and over and over again. So what you do is you set up walls like right at the core with something to kill. And then you just spam like I spammed flame auras down low. And you just spam like flame auras and just let them crit over and over and over again. And then of course if you do a little CC in the mix, then they're going to be in there getting crit even more because they'll be in those defenses longer. That's a super easy one though. It's probably, well, I mean, in my opinion, it is the easiest weekly to get. There's no weekly that's faster or easier than that one, in my personal opinion. Some people would say the slow one is faster, but that one is just so quick. Mm-hmm. Oh no! It's the worst of the worst with the lantern mods. Well, you don't need anything crazy. Take any junk relic that's got like crit chance on it, and then throw a power transfer shard on it. You don't have to have any jacked setups. In fact, you don't want power. You want low amounts of power. But even if you don't have anything, just throw any relic on a flame aura and throw the power transfer shard in. And just that alone is going to get you to like 60% chance to crit or something like that. All that coming. Jesus, there's just way too many enemies building up here. Oh, it's a Harbinger? Are you kidding me? Huh. Some of the lantern mods are just way out of balance. A Harbinger in the campaign. Whoa, god dang it. Ugh. I mean, I just... well, I mean, it is supposed to be a challenge league. But I just almost wonder what the hell they were thinking. Was that, like, entertainment for them? Haha, let's watch these fuckers struggle. I mean, I almost feel like it was that sort of thing. It was like a ha-ha. You want something to do? Here you go. Try this, you assholes. I mean, there's Harbingers all over this map. It's crazy. Jesus. Brutality. Easier just to log out and then try to pop your portal and make it through it without dying. It's so nuts, huh? Once you get over the hump, it's a lot better, their Blast Reality, but...
Did it. They found it, Pataris.
Oh, you mean you're... Yeah, I mean, once you get over the hump and you get, like, your gear set up, you're gonna find a lot... You'll find you have a lot smoother experience. I'm struggling on my Chieftain, but I'm also...
Well, it took some time.
Like trying to maximize the damage output of a Righteous Fire character, which those two statements should not go in the same sentence. Righteous Fire is just not a character that do damage on, you know? But I'm trying to, of course, get the most damage out of it that I can. I'm actually going to look at that tonight. Tonight's that Mike Tyson fight. I'm actually super stoked to watch it. God, I hope Mike knocks that fucker out. Pardon my language. You're going to go Hexblast Mines? Hexblast Mines is crazy strong. I mean, you're going to nuke with that. You're going to absolutely nuke. I mean, it's one of the better builds. If you look on PoE Ninja, it's like... You know, the most popular character is the Trickster, and everybody's playing either Power Siphon or Hexblast Mines. You'll get over the hump, though. Ooh, I didn't even look at the lantern mods here. What do we got? The Corrupting Tempest will be a little brutal. I'm not even gonna go for that pylon, or I'm gonna do it. Like I'm afraid to stop spamming. I mean, on the same note, you know, I'm sitting here bitching and moaning like crazy. But on the same note, ever since this league launched, I've been up way too late at night. I've literally lost sleep because I've been having so much fun. So even though I'm just getting my ass handed to me, I'm still having an absolute blast. Oh! Don't slap me, Shikari! I bugged this by accident on my chieftain. It ended up taking me like 30 minutes to make it through. I ran through to the end and Shikari got stuck, and then I went back to Shikari to try to unstick it. And couldn't get it to come out of its underground phase. I had to reset the zone and start over. But of course, I was too stubborn to do that right up front, and before I reset the zone, I sat there and smashed my face against it for 30 minutes first. Oof. Get wrecked, you big ugly scorpion.
Rest, my child. Be free from the torments of immortality. A mother's keen heart.
Oh, I got picked here. I think we want to go. Rizlatha, maybe. Actually, you know, Ralakesh is the one with that corrupt, or the moving. Won't take extra bleed damage.
You killed Shikari.
Yes, I did. Alright, let's grab that other gem. It's obviously not much, but it is 25 life. I'll take it. Good. There. Now, where do we... Is there any other major points we want to work to? Projectile damage. I mean... just need to stack decks. I need to quit trying to look through everything and just keep stacking decks. Tell me what you get, Blast Reality. Do you get the? Did you get gloves? Because everyone got gloves, it seems like. You got footprints. Well, you're the first person I've talked to that hasn't gotten gloves. And the gloves are bland. I think we might be down this way? No? Shoot, man. Nope, we are not. God dang it. Not sure where the... I guess it's all the way up top. You've got it sitting there already, SciTech. It's sitting in your inventory. Oh, you're at 41. I thought you had already pushed through. I can give you this hollow palm set after it if you want. Am I in the wrong zone? Boiling Lake. No, I'm in the wrong zone. I went through the wrong damn entrance. God dang it. No wonder I can't find the zone I'm looking for. Dead giveaway right there, you know? When you go to Illinois and you're looking for St. Louis, you're just not going to find it. Oh no, it's those blue guys. Or the purple guys. God, this is a miserable death run, too. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, the old planes, trains, and automobiles slide. Maybe I should be going slower instead of trying to run past things. What level am I now? I gotta be over leveled. What? I'm level 63. I'm only one level high. I keep trying to run past things though, and the mobs are just too tough. They hit too hard. Maybe I need to slow it down a little. Those purple, the guys that leave that purple goo on the ground, just terrify me. The ones that have that little purple glow going. All right, that wasn't too bad. Only one death run. Doesn't even matter where we go. Just yoink the decks. Every point is like 15 more flat damage. Yo, what up, Sam? Where Mr. Zappy Boy at? There he is. Jesus, man. I've got 0 survivability here. So close. Oh, Tommy Boy. That's right. Such a funny movie. Pardon me. Down and over. Up.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
No, just down and over. Some dying involved with this one too. The dots are intense. Jesus, man. This is just, it's passed into the realm of absurdity, of absolutely absurdity now. I've died so many times, I just don't even care. Jesus.
My love. You were too beautiful for this ugly world. I shall find you in the next.
Gonna be easier just to TP. Looking like Psytech in Act 1. Oh, it's gonna get worse. Katava's gonna be like 17 million deaths. Calling it now. 17 million. I have never, even the very first time I ever played the game, I've never had this many deaths going through the campaign before as I've had this league. RF, I had more deaths on my chieftain in Act 1 than I normally have through the entirety of the campaign. And then now it's just, I can't even imagine anybody that would want to play hardcore this league. And could you imagine a SSF? A hardcore, oh, don't even give me a goddamn mirror. Shit. I'm just gonna chill by the spawn because I know I'm gonna die anyway. No, my stubborn ass has got to run down the lane anyway. All right, 4 seconds. God dang it. Don't kill anything for 4 seconds. Make it end. Make it end. Syndicate Lab? Nope. You guys go ahead and do your shenanigans down in there. I'm good with it. I will not be looking for any of the evidence. Do as you please. Oh, I should have popped into it, though. It would have gave me a spawn point. I guess I can just make one. There, I'll make a spawn point right there. Oh, it didn't work. I guess it only works if you go through it. I'm sure I'm sure there's players that did do hardcore SSF. But man, I feel for them. Go ahead and get us a save point here so our walks of shame are a little lower. What the hell? Why is it not giving me back, taking me back to the portal? Oh, the portal doesn't stay like in a map? That's a bummer. Oof, good lord. Look at this regen. I got 0 regen. Holy shit. My only regen is from killing enemies. Maybe I need to grab a better flask when I'm back. Oh my god. This is just tremendously irritating. They didn't need to do this. I mean, why didn't they make it like the original Necro League? I mean, I understand not putting the crafting in. I mean, I could always move some points around and get a little survivability. That's probably what I should have done. I mean, I'm this far in now, you know. Oh my fucking god. Pardon my language, but... Or what do? Ignore Hollow Palm and equip a weapon and shield with a bunch of health stacking and then just run to your objectives and ignore all the enemies? That may be the safest route. I'm going to try to run past this. Because obviously I'm not going to kill them. They're like stunning me and one-tapping me the second I get to them. Run away! Run away! Yeah, boy. Look at how close I was to the end. That's like extending the walk of shame beyond belief. I think we'll just slow roll this. Try to kill everything. What are the mobs? Holy shit. Yeah, this is going to be brutal.
Something doesn't seem right.
Something doesn't seem right, Sin. You are correct. There is tragic stuff going down all over the place.
The souls of these three can...
Wow. Where you at, girl?
Low on mana.
This is just so terrible. I feel like my wife playing video games right now. No offense, dear. I know she's not watching, but... I'll pick on her, though, just in case she is watching. One of the, not new, but one of the Tomb Raider games from like the last 10 years or whatever. I'm not sure which one it is. She was dying and dying and dying and dying and dying over and over again. She played it like 5 or 6 hours. And she's like, kick ass, I made it. I got through. And I go over and look at see what she's doing, and she was at the tutorial. It took her like 5 hours to make it through the tutorial. But she didn't grasp the whole aiming and shooting thing. Wow. Good thing I switched my Pantheon over, or I'd be dying just from walking through this. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna go get healed up. Wow.
That was fun.
Wow, this is so crazy, man. I mean, this is not affected by... I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. I've done this build a million times. Like, every alt I've ever played, this is what I've done. I've never had an experience quite like this. I guess, like I said, I need to just break down and go through the tree and give up some damage. Wow. Or maybe it's just because maybe I always died on bosses, but I'm having such a hard time with just the trash mobs to get to a boss. It feels like it's 10,000 times more. I'll be happy when the campaign's over and I can start actually working on a set of gear for this guy. Stupid frogs. Yeah, man, Katava is I'm gonna break records on Katava. Oof. Oh, man.
At last, our trio joins.
At last, yeah, it's what I'm saying there, Sid. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, he doesn't even need to attack me. He just looks over at me. Literally just peeks at me.
You're questioning me. Well, ready to go? Just in time.
All right, here we go. Oh. That one really, really, really long run on this one, I am so not looking forward to this. All right, y'all. I got to grab a coffee real quick, though. Give me just a moment here. I'll be right back. Oops, wrong. I sent you guys to the wrong screen. Here, let me give you this one instead. Be back in just a sec. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. You know, I was thinking about it while I
Well,
was brewing up the
once
coffee.
Time and time.
As much effort as they're putting into
keep your eyes
controller
on the
support,
The prodigal. I see.
I'm wondering if PoE 2 might be really, really enjoyable to play with a controller. Nope. Why I still have this feather? Did I miss something? I can go back and look.
It
I
is
think I
good
didn't
to
turn
see.
in.
Remember,
You-
humanity needs
With
us.
this book.
Thank you so much for subscribing. I do appreciate it an absolute ton. I think I forgot to turn in here.
Now that I
See.
have both ingredients, it shapes it well.
What was that earthquake caused?
Be careful. Not since the fall.
There it was.
There I was.
All right. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm going to put some into survivability. It's not going to give me much. 1163. I mean, it gives me 50 more health. I'll take everything I can get at this point. All right. Most people clear Act 10 super, super fast, but I've never been very speedy at Act 10.
Exile! I am in need of your services once more. Help me! Phew.
Do I want to go back and turn in? Screw it. Let's get turn in. I don't think I needed to turn in there.
Is alive. Now that you have returned, remember, we do this.
Ah, good if you are to. Don't ever give up.
I'm going to try to do a lot of killing here because I feel like I will have a death run at some point down this. Starting now? Yep, starting now. So I want it to be as clear as possible so I can just run it. Oh, that guy went back to full health. What? Cheater? Alright, let me run past him then. I'm not gonna sit there and smash my face against that dude. Yet. Yet! I was at the wrong guy. Here I said I was going to try to kill everything, and there's just too many elites. Uh-oh. I missed the turn. I missed something. Oh, there we go. All right, let's see how rough this one is. Wow, another packed area. Jeez. Reliquary control blocks are over here, hopefully. Where you at, control blocks? There they are. How bad are the control blocks? I'll go in first. All right, this is the room I am the most worried about. I think we got to turn in before, though. Oh, what? Or there it is. I was going to say, why my portal? I don't have to turn in.
Then it is as before we proceed. Farewell.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, wrong way. Oh no. One thing they did do, one thing the lantern does do that's really good is it gives you a lot of mob density. Right, back to, we were actually, we go back to the control blocks now that we got the waypoints. I'm afraid to flame dash and save too much time here, as the packs are just so intense. Ooh. I clench up every time I do that. I going the wrong way? I feel like I might be going the wrong way. Right back to where I was just at a moment ago. Bad turn somewhere. Try through this way. All right. Come on, Valenta. Go gentle. That's not gentle at all. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I just fucking did it again. You know, I've never done this. In 10 years playing Path of Exile, I've done it 3 times on this run. Holy crap, man. Oh, my God. What's up, Sam? How you doing? All right, no more of that release to town crap. Jesus, man, this is brutal. Started PoE and Torchlight 2 last week. Very nice. PoE is just a game with an incredible amount of depth to it. Good Lord.
You return from your hunt for freedom.
All right, where do we want to go? Do we have any easy survivability nodes anywhere? Let's try to get to this spell damage suppression. Yeah, huh? Just tons and tons to do. All right, Torch Courts, here we come. Oh no. One of Einhar's red mobs. Son of a bitch, man. Oh, it's very easy to do. That's for sure. That's one of the hardest things to get used to, but also one of the most addictive things once you do get used to it, is those crazy skill trees in PoE. This is just too much, man. I mean, part of me feels like just going back to Hideout and completely respecking. But I'm on the last act. I'm definitely doing more damage than I need to be doing. But God, not being able to live through literally anything with these lantern mobs is just so brutal. This is not a very super friendly build for this this league, though, in my opinion. All right, here we go. The super duper run. Or no, this isn't the super duper run. We're not to it yet. I mean, this is a good run, but it's not the super duper. Oh my God. So incredible. I'm just going to kill everything because I know I'm going to take this run over and over. Same thing with the next area. The dots are just so intense, man. This is incredibly frustrating. Like I said, it's the stubbornness. Last night, before I even started stream today, I should have went and respec'd everything. Instead of just going full blast damage. Because now that we're advanced through a little bit, I mean, my resist's still good. But, like, I got no evasion. I got no armor. I mean, on the Trickster, you wouldn't expect to have big armor, but... The whole point of doing this build is you can just zerg your way through everything, and that's just definitely not viable this league. You know what? Fuck it. I mean, I'm tired of just taking these death runs over and over and over. I mean, it's a long run just to get back to where I'm at is the problem. So even if I went and fixed everything right now, I'd have to run that miserable run through everything. Well, let me try. We'll go back to plan A and try to zerg past stuff. Because, you know, it worked so well to begin with. I was going to say, I got to be close. Check out the mobs here. Well, this one's not as intense, but there's still a bunch. But this is a crazy long run here. So I am going to run to hideout real quick and see if I've got at least any gear upgrades I could use. I'm not going to go through and respec everything this close to the end. I'm gonna pull the stubborn mode on that. Let's see, helmets. That 41% increased physical damage taken kind of sucks. Can't use that yet. Reduction on resistances. That 6% increased dexterity, it might be a little best of both worlds. I'll look at that here and again in a minute. Can't use that one yet. Yeah, that's true. It's a ton of resists on that helmet. I'm just, the resists, that's, you know, my resists are near capped right now and I'm dying constantly. So it's telling me that, I don't know, in my opinion, it's telling me that it may not be a problem. Now this, %25 reduced damage. That, and I do have this flask automated, so I'm getting 35% there. Let's go with this piece. What do I need? Red, red, blue. I should have just crafted it. There we go. They need to be linked? Yeah, well, they do. And of course I didn't get the blue. What the hell? Alright. And that doesn't even need to be a 4-link. But we'll do it anyway. This is that hollow palm leveling build. The problem is just the normal experience is not here because the lantern mobs are just so intense. I probably got better jewels I can be using in my Darkness Enthroned now too. Let's look at the other belts we have though. I'd love to take that, but, you know, I can't do the minus to all resistances right now. Yeah, I'm at -4 fire resist now. That one's a thought. I get the dex and I keep the life. I don't have 200 strength, do I? I do. It's not giving me... I mean, that would give me some resist back, but it's not giving me anything else. You know what? I'm gonna try this. I think this is a mistake, but it would give me a ton. Where were we? The control blocks? Just gamble a mage blood? Boy, that would be nice. Oops, shoot. That's not where I want to be. Desecrated chambers. This gives me a ton of life regen. It gave me a little bit of boost in max health and a ton of regen. Man, and what the worst damn mobs to get for the lantern on this one. Those jumpy boys are just rough. When those guys start jumping around, you just gotta run away. Oops, I'm going completely the wrong way. Need to go farther over before I go around. Yeah, here we go. That's what I was looking for, the little curvy whirly gig. What's going on, Tatum? It's going rough, man. I'm on Act 10 and just getting absolutely destroyed. Ooh, there's one of them jumpy boys. Run away from the jumpy boy. I'm about halfway through the loop. I'm tempted to just try to YOLO it, because I got those jumpy boys all up in my business now. Fuck, man. If I would have known this at the start of this league, I probably would have just stuck with Torchlight Infinite, to be honest with you. It's been a miserable experience getting through this campaign, and it's already just irritating to have to go through it so often. Anytime you do an alt or whatever. I'm going to try to zerg it.
Just need
At least get past that pack. It hasn't been super enjoyable. Now, once you get over the hump, it's crazy addicting, you know? Fucking goddamn. Oh shit, I never turned my R's back on. Good call. So that helps the old resists out quite a bit. Gets me out of the negatives. I am not winning. I am having the worst experience of my life right now, Bluffer. That's probably an exaggeration, but you get the picture. Zero fun to be had. The problem is that I got those lantern mobs. What time is it? Is it close to a reset? No, we're only halfway through the hour. That is just the worst mobs, man. God, I'm so close. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Yeah, I should have done that. Cast on death with the portal. That would be a good, very smart move to make. I mean, I don't intend to do another alt this league. But if I did, that would be the play. For sure. Nope. The dots are too much. Yeah, I mean, the damage is enormous. That's the whole point of the build, is you blast, you know? But the problem is it was too easy to blast before, so now I'm too stubborn to change. Yeah, a better life flask would go a long way. Alright, let's go up and yoink this. And hopefully that will help me through the last little gauntlet. All right. Well, I mean, we're getting closer. We're getting closer.
I fear I have not been in...
Bannon was a man who... for freedom.
I go.
All right. Here goes the final gauntlet.
Bone and
How many is this? Take a guess, y'all. How many deaths is this? I'm going to bet it's probably close to 200. Bluffer says 420. I think it's way over 72. $126 times. Good Lord. That is so crazy. What do we got here? All right. That third mob down is a one-shot mob. Oh, Einhard. Stupid Einhard with your stupid beasts. At least I'm right by the spawn.
Hunt or be hunted, Exile! That was a hunt you will not soon forget. You're welcome. Goodbye.
The deal with the Necro League is every map you go into has this lantern. It shows it right here. Like if I went back to the Ravaged Square, it would be this set of enemies. And then the lantern mobs can give you a lot of beneficial things, but they're out of place with where they should be in the game, and some of them are incredibly difficult to deal with. So, like, you will go through and be in Act 1 and have Cheola mobs in Act 1 just raffle stomping you. It's completely imbalanced. They didn't put any effort into balance work with it. Oh, dude, I don't know what the odds are, Aramir, but I'm a little, you know, I'm not super optimistic, man. I mean, I really want Tyson just to annihilate him. But I also realize he's a 60-year-old man, and I think of myself, like, you know, I mean, obviously I'm old now, but I was pretty scrappy when I was younger. You know? And I think about right now, like, if I got into a fight with my 28-year-old self, or my 30-year-old self, or whatever Jake Paul is, my 30-year-old self would beat my ass into the ground. You know? So, I don't know, man. Like, the world will be a better place if Jake Paul, or if Tyson rips Jake Paul's head completely off. Like, the world itself. Wars will stop in the Middle East. It'll be that glorious, you know? I was gonna do a SRS build, but I did SRS like the last 3 leagues, and it got a little holding right click got a little dull for me. I say that as I'm running around holding right click right now, but all right, we made it. Well, we made it to the next Death Gauntlet run. What are the betting odds on that? I'm kind of curious. I'm going to look real quick. Huh. Dang. Well, you know, the sports books don't know. Jake Paul is a heavy, heavy favorite. Jake Paul is, for those that understand the book numbers, Jake Paul is minus 245, which means, for those that don't grasp all that, you would have to bet $245 just to win 100. So you'd have to bet almost 2.5 times what you're going to win. That's not good, man, because the sports books don't get it wrong very often. I wish I wouldn't have looked. My delusional fantasies of Tyson knocking Jake Paul out have just diminished greatly. Because I've been in the casino business for so long, I understand they're always right. Oh, I'm so sad now. Poor Mike! He's gonna get clobbered by a complete douchebag. Now we're at the final death run.
This is it.
This is it. Can Juice complete Kitava without having a complete nervous breakdown? Mike has that weak chin. Yeah, they're using sparring gloves. They're 2-minute rounds. The 2-minute rounds benefit Tyson early if he can knock Jake Paul out. But Jake is going to be able to last longer, of course. So if it goes into later rounds, Jake's going to have a huge advantage. I don't know, man. I can tell you one thing's for sure. I am without a doubt going to watch it. I am so afraid to click that button and go in.
I shall strike you down.
There's one. There's two. This is chaos damage, so it doesn't even matter if I pop my flask. My only hope is to be able to burn through the heart. I'm chowking her. Is Kitaba a him or a her? I think Kitaba's... I think Kitaba might be a him. You got a girl in name, Kitaba. Don't kill me! I'm doing big boy damage to her. Him. For him. God dang it, man. Thought I was going to make it. Could let the fiery ground go away. So close. I actually had less deaths on Kitaba than I had on most of the bosses. Wow, that's kind of surprising. Thank God it's over. Good Lord. Been permanently weakened by Kitaba's merciless affliction. Let's see what they're at now. Oh yeah, now that's the resist I'm talking about. Holy shit.
It's over.
All right, now let's see what I missed. I missed Queen of Despair. Oh, well, End of Hunger I get
Now
right
the
now.
Pine King is nothing. You look as though time.
Thank that. Was a time when the ladies... If you're thinking about dying...
By the light of Ramako.
Here's those two. Nobody else to talk
Innocence.
to here, is there? Nah. All right. So, Queen of Despair. Looks like that's the only one I missed. Where is Queen of Despair? Does anybody know? Let me look it up. Act 7. Kill Grokthul. Did I not do that? I mean, apparently I didn't. Maybe I just didn't turn it in. Boom. All right. So I did do it. I just didn't turn it in. We got to actually sail there. All right. Finally, it's over with.
I don't think I need to be doing that right now.
Good tidings to you.
Let's see how bad I get handled doing that first map. I might have to actually fix my gear before that. Oh, correct doesn't make you do it again. All right, so I guess I don't have to do that. So my initial goal on this build is going to be to do a spin to win build. Imagine that, using Whispering Ice. So what I'm going to do is turn this into an intelligence stacker. So I'm going to have to use like those jewels, which I don't think I have any of them. But there's one right there. I'm going to have to get the jewels to convert everything over to intelligence. Get myself up to like 2,000 intelligence. And then this staff, that Ice Storm skill, the only thing that scales it is intelligence. That 1% increased spell damage per 10 intelligence. Nothing else will scale it. So adding... it does accept support gems. So like Frostbite and any of the cold related gems will all be super beneficial. But yeah, that is the original plan. Now, if with the lantern mods that ends up being too tough, then the new plan will be to just go Power Siphon. Go with Power Siphon mines. So I think, let me check and see if there's any alerts. Any high profit alerts right now? Nope, Gun just said in Discord chat that he's completely burnt out on the league already. Which, I mean, that's... pretty fair. I think a lot of people are going to end up getting burnt out on the league. Let's see. There's 8 minutes left on a tier 2 dungeon rolly ball. Let's let me swap over to RF here. Let's get some chaos here. This is the beneficial part of the league. Let's see if I got a map. I do. So we want 28% increased pack size is not exactly huge, but do we want to scare a bit? No, I'm not even going to Scarab it. I will do, I'll do Ambush, though, to get 3 additional strong boxes. So here is the benefit of the League. So you go through all that pain for this mob right here. Now, additionally, you see this strongest monster in pack gets dropped armor, is converted to Orbs of Alteration. There's a super rare one of these that is converted to Divine Orbs. So, like, people that have seen the alert right away and jumped right on it have, you know, made 60, 70 Divine just by running that map over and over again for an hour. But the second best thing you can have is this Tumbling Wealth. Now, this is kind of a crappy roll because you want this to be a higher pack density. You see it's low density. So this won't be a huge win. But I've got 4 Chaos invested into this map. What did I do with the map? Or I already popped it. I got 4 Chaos invested into this map. So just to give you an idea of what we'll get back out of it. And, you know, the objective here is to run it as fast as possible. That way you can run multiples, you know, in the hour. These guys right here, every one of them, and I've already made a profit. Just from the first little doorway. But I've had runs, you know, obviously really good ones on the high end, where I've made 400 Chaos on one map. And then the other downside is your clicky finger is going to completely get destroyed. And this is also why the economy is completely screwed. Because anyone who's paying attention to this stuff can easily make like 3,000, 4,000 Chaos Orbs in one day. I mean, realistically, if it's a good day and there's good lanterns popping, you could make 10,000 in a day. You know, the limit is all just on RNG and how often the lantern modifiers pop up. General chat is usually pretty good at alerting everyone as to what's going on. That would be incredible. I've been using Fubgun's Discord server. Ooh, and we got a Diviner Strongbox. This map doesn't have any good cards, though. Pretty sure. I'm not going to bother upgrading it, but... And then you can spec into the strong boxes because, oh my god, another Diviner Strongbox? Are you kidding me? You can spec into the strong boxes because the mobs that spawn are going to be a chance to be anything in that area, which means it can spawn these rolly balls. Now, if you spec into it further and you use scarabs, I mean, sometimes you can pop open one strong box like 4 or 5 times. And if it's a high-density map with those rolly balls, that's where payday comes. You just get so many Chaos. And they'll drop either Val Orbs, Chaos Orbs, or Exalted Orbs. So you'll see a bunch of Exalts in there, too. See, there's the repop, because I'm spec'd into it. Didn't got Scarabs out of it, which is always welcome. And, like, this map is not a very good design for it, but, like, maps that are open or have, like, a path or whatever, You just zerg through the whole thing super, super quick, and then run back and pick everything up, and you can get the maps done really, really fast. And then, you know, you want to be doing full clears to make sure you get all of the rolly balls.
I cannot do this yet.
We got some rolly balls right back up that way, but I want to make sure. Oh, and here's some here too. See, there's an Exalt. Just to give you an idea, though, I have already, and I haven't like been super, super tentative on making sure I'm maximizing everything with this, but I have already sold off like, I don't know, probably close to 2,000 Val orbs and probably like 500 Exalted orbs. Maybe not that many. At least 200 Exalted orbs. And then in return, of course, the economy is completely screwed and everything costs a fortune. Shit, it looked like there was rollers in that room. Nope. It was all in my head. Oh, that was the boss. Okay, did I miss any mobs? It says there's 38 monsters remaining, so I mean that could potentially be 38 chaos orbs. So you just got to make the decision if you want to run all the way back through the map and find those 38, which it's past the hour, so I might as well, because I can't run it again. It resets every hour. And the rolly balls are not there every hour, but they have the potential to be there every hour. And there has been lots and lots of hours where they've been there 2 or 3 in a row. Not sure where I missed. 38 mobs is an awful lot. It's like a whole room. Something down here, maybe.
I cannot do this.
I think I went through this. Or no, I guess it was right here. That was a bunch of them anyway. How many was that? Yeah, see, now it's only saying 14 mobs remaining, so not sure it's worth to run around anymore. Yep, that's where I spawned. So yeah, anyway. That's got to be a troll. A mirror lantern. Oh, I get it. Suck on D's nuts. So anyway, that was a tier 2 map, just to give you an idea, with no density increases, with no extra strong boxes, other than what I spent here. And I spent 4 divine, and I got back 84 divine and an exalt, plus all this other stuff. So that is, well, that's why the economy's screwed, but that is the upside to the league. Prejudice. What is that? Free chaos. Not really worth much. That's 10 chaos just for that card. It's not worth anything. Yeah. That's worth 2. Actually, the last hour they were selling for 10 chaos. Looks like it's already back down to about 5. But there is, you know, you're going to make a ton of currency. I blew about 40 divine last night and probably 1,000 chaos on bricking this scepter. But there's lots of currency to be made, you know. Tons and tons of currency to be made. So you can check the general chats and see which... Normally, I always turn general chat off. But general chat is a pretty good indicator of if there's a good one going on. People will always talk about it. And then, of course, you can just go fishing for yourself, so... And then things like increased monster variety will affect what's there. Things like area is inhabited by cultists or whatever will affect what's there. So you have to make sure that you hit the modifiers exactly. And you see like this one... 4% chance to drop an additional Chaos Orb. Increased rarity. Nothing really good on that one. This one's 50% less pack size, so you would want to move that over to something with a larger pack size. Particularly with high pack density. Which we don't have any mobs with high pack density on this one, so there's nowhere to really move it really good. What, 19... 8 to 23. Like this one might be worth it to move it there. But you can always just go fishing and try to find ones on your own. But your chances of actually finding something good are pretty dang slim. Oh shit. Did I take no regen? Alright, let me just bail on this one. Since there was nothing good there anyway. Let me look again and see if anything's posted. Like I said, Fubgun's Discord server is pretty good at posting the stuff. Stay. And then there's all kinds of stuff to farm. Like there's ones for farming scarabs. There's ones for farming the jewel crafters. There's lots of different options. What was that? Double tier 3. Or he was talking about the mod, not the maps. But yeah. So anyway, there we go, y'all. I am going to cut it short today because I do want to watch those boxing matches coming up here in a couple of hours. And we're going to... my mother-in-law actually likes Tyson. And we're going to, like... grill up some burgers and have some snacks and whatnot. Yeah, the preliminary fights start in about an hour and 45 minutes, Bluffer. It's all on Netflix, so nobody has to buy it if they have Netflix. That, and I'm sure it's going to be readily available to stream everywhere since it is on Netflix. You're going to be able to find a way to watch it even if you don't have Netflix. But, yeah, anyway, thanks a ton for hanging out, everybody. hopefully everyone's having a wonderful start to their weekend. And it's a big fight weekend if you're a fight fan. We got the Tyson Jake Paul thing, which is more of an entertainment thing here tonight. But then tomorrow is probably the last ever John Jones UFC fight. So lots of good stuff to watch this weekend if you like to watch grown men beating each other up. And grown women. But anyway, I survived the shit show that was my campaign experience on the Trickster. So looking forward to getting the Trickster all respect and set up. I'm probably going to try to get that at least like a starter build going tonight. And then probably play around on it a little bit tomorrow and Sunday. But yeah, thanks a ton, everybody. Have a great weekend. And I will see you all soon. Take it easy, y'all.